My name is Allan Leonard, and I'm with the Northern Ireland Foundation, and we provide secretariat support for the Forum for Season Transition. As the Mayor described, the Forum for Season Transition is an international network of mayors, councillors, municipal officers, and representatives from the business, voluntary, and community sectors across 12 cities, covering 3 continents. As the Mayor described, the Forum works on the principle that those who have dealt with conflict or who are still dealing with conflict are in the best position to help other cities in the same situation. I'll explain quickly how that came about. The director of the Forum for Season Transition is Professor O'Malley at the University of Massachusetts in Boston. And in his studies, places of ethnic conflict, like here in Ireland, South Africa, the Middle East, Iraq, he would visit mayors and ask them about their conflict. And then he would start asking them questions like, how do you collect your rubbish? How is your water treated? Who takes care of social housing? And the mayors would always reply, Professor, why are you asking me these strange questions? And he said, because everything you've just described about your conflict, your city should not function at all. And what the professor heard were solutions that local people were coming up to make local government keep working in the midst of wider conflict. So he thought it would be worthwhile to put some of those people in touch with other people in the same situation. Hence, the pilot conference that the Mayor discussed, he attended in April 2009 at UMass Boston. And from there, the participants themselves decided to develop this by establishing a formal Forum for Season Transition, run by and for the members themselves. And me and a colleague in Boston, we provide the secretariat support for that. It has been rewarding to work with the local Forum members in Derry, Londonderry, particularly in preparation for the annual Forum conference, or gathering, as we like to call it, in the kind of South African and Nevada tradition. And on behalf of the Forum Secretariat, we couldn't be more pleased with the Derry Londonderry Forum, their ownership and delivery of last year's gathering. To quote Professor O'Malley, the Derry Londonderry Forum went to great lengths to ensure that the program that the Forum delegates were a part of left indelible impressions of how the communities of this city, Catholic and Protestant, pro-United Ireland and pro-United Kingdom, continue to build on the common ground they found in translating peace to actions that promote the common good of both communities. The crucial point of the Forum's work is the list of commitments that each city pledges at the end of these annual gatherings. Small-scale projects to develop relationships within and between fellow member cities. And here again, the Derry Londonderry Forum has excelled. I witnessed this in the Mitrovisa conference in 2010 when we Secretariat staff were wondering what the Derry Londonderry delegates were doing because they weren't interacting so much with the other delegates, and we discovered, to our pleasure, that they were conferring with each other about the upcoming publication of the Saville report, and that led to positive success within this city about dealing with that very sensitive issue. The Derry Londonderry Forum followed up their work by delivering on its commitments that it pledged at that Mitrovisa gathering, including an study exchange between PSNI and Kosovo police officers. That took place here last May, and this was followed up this past March with a return visit. This is practical learning from our local community-based policing approaches. Indeed, the local Derry Londonderry Forum has gone further, continuing regular meetings and implementing an agenda created and agreed by themselves. My colleague in Boston, Nancy Reardon, and we call the Derry Londonderry Forum our dream team. Perfection would be to have all 12 member cities as engaged in this process of intra- and intercity transformation, and thus my work continues. In conclusion, I wish to especially thank Angela Askin, whose stewardship and advocacy has placed the Derry Londonderry Forum in the leading role that it has in the wider forum, demonstrating its willingness to assist other member cities on the lower step of the ladder on their own paths of conflict transformation. I am indebted to the dedication of all the members of the Dairyland and Dairy Forum, and I am grateful for them keeping me involved in their continued excellent work. Thank you very much.